This day 1,303 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. This week's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi share is being sponsored by Reb John Abraham for his schools for Bani Chai Mizone. Today we're doing Yoredeh Simon Kuf Tzadi Ches Sifyud Ches to Chafei. Yud Ches. Hamnam Ikar Dei Din Zeh Tamua. This halacha is difficult about well, we're talking about chatzitza obviously, and to talk about that it shouldn't be gilded and it shouldn't be the chutei tzemer should not be gilded or dirty. What does that have to do with chatzitza? Says the Gemara, the Shabbos. It only has to do with going out on Shabbos. What a woman's allowed to wear to go out, not allowed to go out. The deal started tactically lipo. She's going to have to go to the mikveh, and then if she is does not want to take them off because they're going to get dirty. But no, she has to take them off because it's going to get dirty. But I see the same eyebrow was just going to take care of them. She's 4 hours just arriving. But this does not do with chatzitza. Rashi shop. That's why the Rambam said did not bring Salcha. Rak Berachos Shabbos because was Baruch Chaim. Based Shimon Gimel Ayin Shom. Rashi Talavi Sham Pei Shabbos. Rashi brings an interpretation of his Rabbeim. She appears to things that Gamli chatzitza tefillah. They also do chatzitza and tefillah. In fact, he was astounded that my Yon Zer Chatzitza was something to do Chatzitza and Shop. So the Torah and the Ramah were concerned with the meaning of Rabbi and Rashi. Because you can resolve what there's understand what they're saying. They're going to the idea so by the gilding, idea by the dirt, the fiber is going to become cling together. By the chatzitza, ever since truly chatzitza, Israel is that milosh and arrival save Baal never so shona. Right? If it says kerugos chule mudakos chule avol ela chalulos chule lo mehat kishaper bushir nekios meativ chule. So the hollow tubes, which woven tubes, not become chatzitza unless they are dirty. It sounds quite clear that when they are dirty, they're in fact chatzitza. Or we can explain differently. Because she's concerned that they're getting dirty. She's not going to say it properly. I believe that the Torah is explicit like the previous answers. Because of Shami says, but actually, it shouldn't be dirty. Because they have to remove them, even they have tisha chotzeitz, because the teeth, which is a chatzitza. So not like I said at the beginning of the sif. Not you're going to remove that. Well, actually, never mind. So it sounds that that the teeth. Oh, so it's going to mean that it is on account of chatzitza. Yeah, right. Because the mud which intervenes. Teeth by the mud, it gets clings together and it is an obstruction. The bracket says here, distorted, or inclined the other way. Anyway, you would test. Specifically, threads of wool or linen are chatzitza when you use them to tie up the hairs of the head. If you use threads made out of hair itself, they don't get properly tightened to prevent water in. If it's hair, whatever they're called, hair bands of hair, they're fine. Because water enters that mind shop. So that's however only if they're wrapped on the hair. But some of her hairs are tied together. In other words, there's different halacha. If one hair is tied, it's tied on itself. And one is tied to another one. It does get tied on itself poskim. But yes, says some those are with the achas bachas lomharik. One to one does not get tight. Only one by itself. But two hairs or more, which were tied together with one, not a chatzitza. Makes a difference if you tie two hairs with two other hairs, or you tie two hairs by themselves. So one hair, therefore, which became tied up on its own. She's bothered, other people are bothered by this. It's chatzitza requires tefillah. But she and other people are not makbel this. Also, tefillah works. Ella came both so. Sure, unless most of her hairs are tied together. Nima between hair on its own. The us chotzes, even if it is not makbid. Moshe's bar, like we said, the abundant ruba chotzes, apple akbara, the abundant the rove is chotzes, even if you're not bothered by it. Sounds like can't have hair is not chotzes if it's two. Like we said, but if you tie the hair onto the flesh, it is chatzitz. The kasha al gabe raka chatzitz. Because something which is hard and something which is soft is chatzitz. Okay, mashkas is a poskim. Something which is a poskim, right? But say about never chatzitz, but shuma kamen chatzitz. Hair is never chatzitz. The mistarke, it slides around ayin sham. So from Asfili, I have to say that he holds the fee. The implication of Shas is not because like the conclusion, those who they asked how is it possible when you tie hairs at their tips, if you're fat, you can't tie them well when the main neck, which is bar as we have seen. Below kosher, clouds not difficult. Come out, bus we stop a shop here. Or not for the right, but we say it does cling properly to the skin. It's not clear what to say. Well, it's not the Yesh Lahachmir. Roshon says to me, Machmir, not like the Rabbit. Chafav, Shana Chachay Mishnah Mikvos, learn Reish Perik test, beginning for 10 times Perik Mikvos. Kilke Aleva Zokan, Ubeis HaStarim, Isha Chaytzitzin. We're going to explain this. What's not Chaytzitz? Kilke HaRosh, Ubeis HaShechi, Ubeis HaStarim, Beish Ayin Sham. Okay, Kilke is Shem Makom. Well, Kilke is a place. It's a place somewhere in the world. B'Shamli Osim B'Godim, he said, they used to make garments there out of goat hair, cashmere, I believe. V'yabeg kosher, it was, goat hair is supposed to be soft. So I guess it's something else. Cashmere is a special type of goat. V'yabeg kosher, there was a hard garment, mitzubach, and it was thick. V'rashim in yotzim, and there were threads coming out. The beg is a kilki al shem makom. It's called the kilki because it's a place where it is made. There are people who have a lot of hair on their chest, opposite the heart. Sometimes they count the sweat, do nothing, they become dirty, and get entangled with each other. So do in the beard, the base of storm, and also in the base of storm, which are the genitals. So to in the head, base of shechi, and on the armpits, right? Which is under the shoulders. You clarify me, this can sometimes happen. That's why Mishnah says on the heart and also in the beard by men. It's also considered because they're all concerned about this. Rosh base of shechi in the head and the armpits. The source even they're married women. They're also married women. They're not chatzitza because they're not concerned about this. Rosh is obvious. If there's a woman who is concerned by this, even though other women are not makir chotzitzim, it is a chatzitza. I wonder where the minhag is that women shave their armpits, whether she can say, well, it doesn't bother me if it bothers others. Near the Gamishan in Kain seems a man, a loch also like this. So based on storm, in the genital speech, in a chotzitz, we should chotzitz. So a man is a chatzitza, by a woman is a chatzitza. But Zelbin Yisua Kadesh Lelon Ditis Gane. That's by a woman who is married, in order that I guess she is marking on the pubic hair, that she not become repulsive to her husband. But an unmarried woman, she couldn't care less. Halach is like a man. Nowadays, men and single women don't go to the mikveh the same way. It's only a time mission when people ate taros and truma. So today, for a man, you don't have to be concerned for the type of tefillah that men do today. The bracket says, because they were look like this garment. The hair is entangled, and you can see the tips of the hairs. That's the word is follows. If you have hair opposite the heart and opposite the end of the beard, which clings to each other on account of sweat, it's a chatzitza. If it's in the head and on the armpit, it's not a chatzitza. If it's in the genitals, it's a man, it's not a problem. If it's a woman, if she's married, it's a chatzitza. If she's single, it's not a chatzitza. That was she wrote the halacha of isha pnuya. I think that's a type which should be din ish upnuya. Lav ladino, it's not. It's not halacha. In our day, it's not shaykh. They're using Lashon and Mishnah. But Kamash is also going to tell us that film is Suah, do me the Pluya. Even a married woman similar to a married woman single. If she's not bothered, he's not concerned it's going to cause her to look, to husband to look disfavorably on her. It's never less chotzitz. Came lacheres makidos because other women are makbid. Because the basis of the gam so should be neck of harei. Based on it includes also anal hairs. Wow. They are entangled. These words are entangled. Being based on shechadish in terms of women's armpit. Because of Zel Shon this way writes. Woman's man is bothered by this. He's not bothered by the armpits and the genitals. Woman's even meticulous about the genitals. Then afterwards he writes about something which other people are, which person himself is makbid, even though others are not makbid. So each person according to what kind of person is. Just like distinguish between men and women in terms of the armpits, based on the genitals. The Mishana Mashma, from his words, it seems that the Menashin so also the armpit is a problem. One of the Glam Seizure Torah, Rashi, that's Rashma, the Rashma is the Ish, the Bisha, Din Beis, Shach, Din Beis, Storm. The armpit is like the genitals. The Kamkas came Mukham Kamkin, Mediva Rabbeinu Shimshon, Perish, and Mishasham. He says the Rash is indicates this to be true because of the Chinam Nakaratana Beis, Shari, for not the Tana mentioned the armpit, Ulu, Klab, it's a base of storm, it's called the genitals, right? So, these are that based on Nashi, Sechi, Kamanashim, and Klotz. So, we're going to say that the armpit by a woman is not a problem. Ancient Perish word doesn't mean anything. What is he saying? In the brackets, he says in Mashuot, so Masij Yatar, the Gam Kavanot of Rambam, Perik Beis of Vos, Ef Shalafarish, Kenan, and Shom. That which she says, the Rambam girls million this way, if Shalom American. He can't. The Rambam, before it shows Siv Lashon, Adam on Beis HaShechi. He mentioned the language of human on Beis HaShechi. Klomar Adam B'Shum, Adam, Eno Chaytz, it's not a Chaytz, it's about any human being. There's a story of Chlik Ben Ish V'Isha. Genitals distinguish between men and women, I V'duk. What compelled our Rabbeim to take this Mishnah out of its civil meaning. Nearly to have a kashlu lashon basis story. Arukh HaShulchan says they're difficult language of basis story. If it's going on just on the genitals per se, I should have said the genitals. The base of story, base of story, a hidden area includes everything. Also the armpit. The same place that just hidden. They hold it's not included in language of hidden hair. It's an area of creases. Basically explains that the armpit is a place of creases. underneath the elbow. Ein sham zel beis shechi. That's the armpit. Chen kasaba rav bad nura. Ein sham. The bracket says you mentioned because gam beis erva. He wrote beis erva separately. Chen ram beis shamisha be'amam also. Chen tzvila beis shechi lo nichla b'lushono b'loshen beis story. The hole that's not included in beis story because it is has a different name, beis hakmotim. So why did I say beis erva instead of beis story? Lishna ma'al spoken in a nice way. But the truth of beis story most places, other places. Tocha ozen inside the ear, tocha chotim inside the nose, and tocha ben inside the mouth. Much because going version so perches I show like on the version right. Much chukul the fire shach the perches makam ever that which in they required to say that which in the perches is a place of better. Which in animal comes ain't shum saros because their places have no hair. The other places. So they said, must see that beis erva guy is going on the genitals. And the Tatan is using a cleaner language. Regardless, it doesn't do the armpits. Whenever they explain simply, of the armpit, also Rashi, so apparently it's face the shvus. The they hold that call. Makom was starting going all hidden places. Come base also the armpit. Therefore, it's chatzitza also by a woman. That's why they said for North, it's talking about armpits. I guess because it's included in base of start, so it's superfluous. Again, it says you use daitudina vade you should be machmer on the armpits. There should be no chatzitzos. But we have to clarify the primary law. Sheni's bar that's the tuba the base of shechi eno chatzitz. Gambisha by woman is not chatzitza also by woman. By armpits also called woman if you're not going to be machmer like the Arukh suggested. Neshem Akvita says that because not going to bother with this. Kaimon the rov chotzeitz mirabanan. Well, then we hold that if it's a majority, it's chotzeitz mirabanan. Abi shem Akvita even though it's not barak, which is received out. Can hold them divided. Might have been miut as such beis shechi. So he wants to say that it's like the goyim, the beis shechi is judged by itself. And therefore has to be minority of hairs in the base of shechi. Vishlo Ramasi Shapir, according to Ram works well usefully. Does even Basarka goof of a goof because the majority of the entire body, kulo in its entirety. Most have sivur. Avlo goinim. According to the Makam Saras, Chaluki Mayan Chosh, the place of hair is distinct. But according to the Maya Ben Miut Search Ben Shechi, you have to say a minority of the hairs of the armpit. But that Toklamar, the Chashvina Saras. It's difficult to say that all the hair in the body is going to be like one large place. The end of the it doesn't seem that way. You can't lama lobir to v'shulchan. So why do shulchan not specify? It has to be the majority of hairs are not entangled. I can never see the Matur for Karamba, but it seems around also is like Rambam about being most of the body because of Torah. Shimon said the chofer rova guf, it covers most of the body. It's chatzitza avshay maki, even though it doesn't bother. The lokas up that starts to show the answer. He doesn't mention hairs being separate, distinct, considered by themselves. Shemaim nasfi the Quran must say also the Ram. She does so. Going to make okay, going to sound like that. Okay, the ma'isa abishi is body the kilki shema sheinu chatzitz. So even said that even said the kilki pattern on the head is not chatzitz. Came best shech and so to the arm of the Torah shulchan. So zeo dafka mutam the room. It's only the minority hairs. Not the majority hairs. And this is the way you should paskin. For Hakam said not be mako, and he says Kenny really needs daiti in the brackets.